Now coming to question number 11. Now in this question we are asked to find out the minimum order of violet and red fringe so that they overlap. So let us say that mth bright fringe of violet light and nth bright fringe of red light overlap. So in this case we just need to compare let us say so we know that the formula for the brightest fringe is n lambda capital D by small d, where n takes value from 1 to whatever number of bright fringe we have to take out. So if I substitute so if I just equate this formula with the mth lambda d by d, so this is what actually the question is asking us to find out. So d gets cancelled, capital D also gets cancelled, so m by n would come out to be 7 by 4. So the minimum order of m will be 7 and minimum number for n will be 4. Now we are further we are also asked to find out, yeah, so this is what we are asked to find out. So this is the minimum number and maximum could be anything. Like we just need to make sure that m is to n is 7 by 7 is to 4. Now in this question we are asked to find out the thickness of a plate that will induce a optical part difference of pi by 2. So we know that whenever a plate is kept, thick plate is kept, optical part difference comes out to be mu minus 1 into t. So according to this question we have to create a part difference of lambda by 2. So mu minus 1 into t. So t would come out to be mu by lambda by 2 into mu minus 1. Coming to question number 13. Now in the first part we are asked to find out the change in optical path length whenever a plate is kept. So we know that if let us say that the optical path was t, so if we keep a plate of refractive index mu, so the new optical path would be mu into t. So that means change in optical path would be mu t minus t. So if I take t common, so answer would be mu minus 1. Now in the second part we are asked to find out the minimum thickness of t that would make the intensity at the center of the fringe pattern 0. So that means basically, as we know that first minima occurs at lambda by 2. So we just need to shift that minima to the center so that the central bright fringe would actually become the first minima. So that means we just need to equate the change in path, or the change in optical path to lambda by 2. So thickness would come out to be lambda by 2 mu minus 1. Now in question number 14 we are asked to find out that how many fringes will cross the center if the paper is removed. So basically again in this question we are asked to find out the number of fringes that will cross. So this is similar to one of the examples that we saw from HCV only, the solved examples. So I will quickly write the formula. So the formula that we derived was n is the number of fringes, that would be equal to mu minus 1 over lambda. So basically this formula comes out from from the simple relation that how many fringes will go up divided by the fringe width. So you can check the previous videos where I have solved the examples. So in that one of the example this formula I had derived, so I'll be using it directly over here. So just putting down all the values in the question, from the question itself, I'll just put down all the values. So value comes out to be 14.5. So in question number 5, basically this is a question of involving YDSC and shifting of fringes. So In the first so in the first scenario, basically what happens is we have placed a mica sheet, and because of that there is a shift in the fringes. So number of fringes shifted, as we saw in the previous example, was mu minus 1 over lambda. Okay, now they say that that when the distance was doubled between the screen and the slit, it was found that the distance between the consecutive maxima is same as observed from the fringe shift. So these many fringes were shift, and we know that each fringe, the width of each fringe is lambda capital D by small d. So that means total shift produced is equal to lambda capital D by small d into mu minus 1 over lambda. So this would come out to be mu minus 1 capital D by small d. So this is the shift produced. Now this is also equal, this is equal to the so this is equal to the distance between the successive maxima. So successive maxima means again fringe width, but this time the fringe width would be different, as the distance between the slit and the screen has been doubled. So lambda into 2d by d. Now if I equate both of these expressions, I will get my answer. So mu into 2d by small d equal to mu minus 1 capital D by small d. So capital small d, capital D, all of them get cancelled, and value of lambda would be mu minus 1 by 2. So if I just into t is also there. Yeah, so into t is also over here. So value would, if you solve the entire expression, you will get the value to be 5, I'll just write the answer over here, 589.2 nanometers. So this would be your final answer after putting down all the values in this expression.